match number 2 of today will be starting off after this warm-up. So of course we will be having Massa of Team Expert, Cocow of Team E-Corp, Razer of Q, and Eger of M&M. So to check out the maps that will be played here, we have Peekaboo with of course Omnipots and Roa coming up first, as it did last time. Humble, the new map done by Scaddy, that's coming up second. That'll be a Gaming Winterfest map. Gonna have trio Gaming Winterfest maps all in a row there. We'll be having Mac Oasis coming up second, and that is by Craft125, and Ecstasis by Wouter, or otherwise known as W1R, coming up lastly out of the Gaming Winterfest trio. And then lastly we will be on to Blaze, the infamous map, so to speak, of this group, and that map is of course by Santana. Hello there, Lund. Well done in the match today, man. Made the lesser mistakes out of the two of us at least. So we'll be getting underway after this one warm-up is finished. Again, for those who are unaware of the concept of TMPL, it's 1v1v1v1 through all the players I previously mentioned, with 120 points being the points limit. Once you reach that, you then get finalist mode, and then all you need to do is win one round and then you've secured your position. The points will be 10, 7, 5 and 3. Of course the finish time it will only be 7 seconds, so any costly mistakes will be very punishing. So let's see who we will be coming up with in this match, who will be taking the maps here today, who will be claiming the most points. And we will get underway for round number 1 on Peekaboo. Here we go. So this is the oldest map of the pack so far, so each one of these members of this match should be very much trained on it. We've seen good performances from Cocow on this map in particular. Massa I've not seen a lot from here, but let's stay on Razer's perspective, of course member of Q. And let's see how he does in this round. Currently, he does have a disadvantage, and that disadvantage has been lengthened now that he turned in a bit too early, released his break a bit, and as such, he is very far behind, and he comes out of that about 6 seconds behind when all is said and done. So let's zoom back up to the pack to Eger of Team Molotovs and Marshmallows, their primary team. He was in second place, but he dropped down a lot there over the slow left-hander. You can see he lost a lot of speed with a kind of gear down there, but we see Massa actually dropping down as well, going over this kind of slow section just before here, allowing Cocow to take the lead in the first round. Will he stay throughout the lead through this kind of tricky ending jump? And it looks like he will. So Cocow secures the first 10 points with a 106.9, Massa second 107.4, Eger third 107.7, and Razer last a 112.4. So Razer will be looking to at least pick up the pace there. Unfortunate mistake from him, cost him a lot of time, but let's check out the man that was leading the round for so long, Massa, and let's see how he does in round number 2 of Peekaboo. No early crashes. We're really close to the right hand side wall there than Massa once again. Massa almost a renowned player though for pushing it to the limit and sometimes going over it. Like you see there, he didn't get as tight a turn in there, so he didn't get as much exit speed. You see Eger and Razer pulling away as a result. You see Massa actually kind of jumps into that corner there to kill his speed with the momentum of the jump. And Eger now in the lead. Massa tries to go up without drifting there, and unfortunately gets a little bit of airtime there, which you can see made all the difference. Now let's focus on Cocow, who's fighting for second place with Razer. This is to keep himself in the lead in points. Eger does have a healthy lead here, but he turns in too early there. Maybe he get a no slide or something there, and he does have a full stop into the pole. Now the question is not whether Eger will get first, whether Eger will finish at all. Razer stealing first, with Cocow going too wide at the end there. Both getting a 107.0, but Razer the quicker of the two. And Eger does eventually finish, albeit 5.5 seconds behind. Unlucky there for him, I must admit, quite an uncommon problem there, but let's stick with him for round number 3 as he looks to fight back from last position in points. Of course, early days, so not that much of a gap to climb, but let's see how he copes with it. Again, one of the newer participants to this season. We see Massa being claimed by the kind of tight section at the start. Oh, in a lot of trouble there from Massa, and he is 6.5 seconds behind, so it doesn't look like Massa will finish. Again, finish timer is 7 seconds, but of course you saw he was already lost a lot of speed there, so Massa will need to be on full risk mode to attempt to catch up on these players. Eger turns in too early there and crashes on the left hand side. Razer a bit inside there. You can see Cocow gets a lot more speed on the exit of that section, and Razer gets it without drifting there, keeping his speed as high as possible. Cocow, too much speed though, goes too wide there and clips the outside wall. So now Razer, chance to take the lead in this match. In fact, I think Cocow will stay with him, but we'll check it out from Cocow's perspective. So this will almost bring Razer level, and it will clear him of Massa, who is a kind of danger player in this match. Ooh, Razer really close to failing that there. Hello, Massa. It's GG, it's not GG, man, I believe. Go, go. So there we go, 24 points already for Cocow, 23 for Razer, 13 for Eger, and Massa down on 12 at the moment. Massa perhaps losing hope, but let's see how he'll do in this round. Of course, Massa, a player that a lot of his performance, if he doesn't mind me saying, I believe, is based upon his motivation for the match he's playing. So perhaps that's playing a factor. If he's already feeling like it's GG, then he might have a bit of trouble here. But only one map gone, and now he straight away has a chance to regain points here. As you can see already, Eger is the only one who hasn't crashed, apart from Massa. So Razer dropping down and Cocow, so the top two getting separated from the bottom two. In points, of course. Massa tries to do that again without drifting. I'm not sure if that's the best trajectory. As we see here now, Eger actually overtakes him. Oh, Massa goes to the inside line there, gets a much better turn there, and actually overtakes Eger. But let's see here, Massa got that relatively smooth there. Eger's got the speed though. It's all going to come down to this last corner. Massa's a bit more inside, but will he have the speed? Looks like it. 106.7, securing the 10 points for Massa. So recovery straight away for him. Eger does secure the second place. Razer gets starred, but a big blow there for Cocow. He has to settle for last position there. So the points are all getting kind of close now. 8 points between first place and last place. Of course, Razer with a 4-point lead so far. 28 points, good start for him. Cocow 24, Massa 22nd, Eger 20th. So of course, Cocow and Massa claiming they've not really trained that much, so especially we'll see how that impacts them on this map, of course being the most recent map added, only last week. So let's see how that impacts the players if they've not trained it as much. Wonder who we can expect to be filling out the top positions here. We'll get an idea hopefully through this warm-up. That's of course the map done by Scaddy, one of Razer's teammates. Looks like it kind of goes into a slow section here. Can be quite tricky for the players to take consistently. See here, there's a lot of rams you need to go over. There's a lot of kind of tight apexes you need to reach in order to give yourself a smooth line, of course. But a kind of choke point going through here. That close right hand around as well here. And you want to keep your speed as high as possible while taking as inside line as possible through that turn, while still avoiding the freewheeling. So it's definitely not an easy map. Times we can expect here, I'd say 105 zeros or maybe high 104s. It depends how trained the players are. So we'll go into round number 1 on map number 2, which will be Humble. So here we go. Ooh, Razer making an early mistake though through the tight start. So let's stay in Massa this round though. So early points being sacrificed here for Razer, but the round's certainly not over. Players can make mistakes, certainly through a map like this. See here, all three players up at the top here are staying relatively close. And we're still watching Pursuit. Only 600s between all players involved. Cocow staying quite inside here. Ironically, the two players that says they were least trained are actually in the top two. Maybe quick learners they are. Cocow going quite inside. You see he loses speed on the uphill due to Massa's different line there. And Massa now goes into the lead. Now let's watch it from Cocow's perspective. So you get a slightly better line there than Massa. It's all going to come down to the ending here. Cocow have it more inside, but I think you get a gear down there, so it's not going to matter. And Massa does take the lead and take the win in this round with a 104.7. Eger securing third position and Razer taking home position number 4. So the points will shake up kind of considerably here. Eger stays in last place, unfortunately for him, but two-way tie for second place, 31 points with Cocow and Razer, and first place Massa straight away up to 32. So let's check out our previous points leader, at least Razer, with round number 2 on Humboldt. See if he can make any recovery from his last round. Cocow and Massa again having strong starts. Razer slightly more speed there, but gets a no drift on the uphill left. Does cost him dearly as he gets claimed by the track, but also Eger having some severe problems. He's 4 seconds behind himself, so looks like round over for those two. Massa having some bad lines going through there. He didn't leave himself enough space for the kind of left-right kind of chicane there. Now Cocow up in the lead here again, but we saw Massa doing better here, but again struggling for consistency going through that section. Quite difficult to take it the same way twice. And we see here Cocow extending his lead slightly, and oh, Massa crashes going over there though. He'll need to do a little bit of a jump. He does make it though, and Cocow will take the win with a 104.79. Massa taking second place, Eger third. Razer will not finish though, so big problems there for Razer. Eger actually catches up. He is now in only 1 point behind Razer actually, so from Razer going from first position before this map started to second last by 1 point. Very big problems here for Razer, and let's again focus on him, see if we get a bit of a recovery coming out from the man from Sweden. This time he is in the lead, avoids a no drift this time and takes good exit speed going through here. Good job so far by Razer. Let's focus on his companion down at the bottom of the scoreboard at the moment, Eger, who's not having as much fun as I'm sure he'd like on this map either. Eger going really wide there though. I'm not sure that's the best trajectory. Let's see if the positions shake up a bit going through here. Cocow risked it a bit, and where is Cocow? He's now just kind of holding his nose out in front there, but going over that left-hander, he doesn't keep it. Cocow really close to crashing going through there. Going to be a three-man fight at the end. Massa with a lot of speed. Cocow crashes it. Razer does manage to at least secure second, but a lot of speed there at the end by Massa leads to him taking first position. Good race there by the players, and that takes home a full 10 points for Massa, and he finally gets a bit of a lead over Cocow now. Razer though extending his lead over Eger, so let's check out Eger for this round. He's clearly having some trouble here. Let's see if his problems are alleviated in round number 4, or if they are simply going to get worse. So first kind of properly close round we've had between all players there. Ooh, Cocow going a bit too wide there, so you see he went over the ramp a little bit, got a bounce, which means he has lost a lot of time. So back to Eger now. He is in the fight for second, not too far behind first place as well, especially with Massa getting an awkward line going through there. Get a bit too much of his wheels off the ground and wasn't able to direct his car in the way that he liked. And now you can see here Eger closing the gap. Is he going to go for a kind of risky line going through here, not leaving himself a lot of room, but he doesn't need it. He is keeping very close to Massa here at the moment. Good speed on the exit for Eger. Seen here Massa had a good end last round. Eger going for speed, but Massa risks it. Keeps the same speed but gets a more inside line. Oh, it's going to be close here at the end. Eger releases a little bit for a better angle. They both fail the end. Razer takes first place. Cocow takes second. Massa does rescue third, and Eger fourth. Both players hitting the left hand side of the track and failing the finish. So that was quite a shake up, it must be said. I'm going to quickly rejoin this server just so we've got car sounds. So it's Pro League server 1. Give me a second. Oh crap, that was incredible. Oh, there's me. Anyway, There we go, car sounds. So, we go into Mac Oasis by Craft125. This will be another Gaming Winterfest map as well. So, of course, Massa and Razer from this lineup will be participating on Gaming Winterfest, so you can expect these players to be at least trained on these maps, if not this match, then going forward. Cocow, I don't know, but we'll see. Let's have Razer take us through the ending of this track. World record on this, as we can see in the top left, a 101.563 by Roa, pardon me. We saw Pack getting really close to that last round. A 101.56, sorry, here, a 101.66, if I remember right. Good start in the warm up, at least a 102.08. No one writes good luck, have fun in these matches anymore. Is that because the people don't wish other people luck in case they jinx themselves? Oh my god. Thank you for the follow, Tim Freak TMUF. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're enjoying. Oh, Razor had a really bad start there though. He didn't get through that start section smoothly at all. Went up on the half pipe a bit. Massa gets a no drift there. A massive no drift, one might say. And he does crash straight into the wall, costing him his high position. So we'll focus on Eger, who is currently in second place here just behind Cocow. And Massa has given up on the round. So a lot of points lost there for Massa. Oh, a little adjustment there from Eger. Massa's still driving though. Cocow in the lead, the only player to kind of get through this unscathed, at least at some amount of pace, as he's kind of leaving Eger behind here a bit at the moment. And Eger looking to solidify second place in this round. He gets through the ending no problem. Don't think Razer will be able to catch up in the straight at the end. Any problems through the end for the players? Oh, Eger a bit close there. Where's Massa? Will he finish? He does. Just finishes by in about 0.4 of a second maybe. Nevertheless, round number 2, see Cocow now in 63, Massa 57, Razer 53, Eger 43. So a bit one of our closer matches, we must say, but looks as if it's closer just because too many mistakes being made by the players. Another early mistake there made by Razer, and he does drop all the way to the back of the pack. Where's Cocow going? Wait. Cocow's dropped all the way down. Big mistake there from him. So we'll focus on Eger again as he enters the fight with Massa for first place. Massa going too wide there. Massa Airlines. And he does some stunts there. Will he get to the finishing time this round as well? He should do. He's only 5 seconds behind. That was massive air there by Massa. He did catch some serious hang time. That's not beneficial to him in this match, unfortunately. We see Eger's going to take the first place in this round. Good points for him. Solid points to get him back on the route towards good positions. And there we go, a 102.3 there for Eger. Not the best of times. We would expect better times from the players, but we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. Massa does finish again, but he finishes in 3rd place. Now Cocow extending the gap to 10 points. Razer, despite his mistakes, is catching up on Massa, and so is Eger. So the battle, at least for 2nd place, halting up a little bit here, and Cocow's certainly getting a bit of breathing room. So let's see what he does with it. If this will give him a bit less pressure so he can run some easy rounds, or if it'll add the pressure to him to extend and solidify his lead. So we will see. Cocow's looking good so far though, so let's focus on him. Cocow is in first position still. You can see he is holding it. You see Eger did go for a more inside line there. It's not a bad line, but you can see Cocow just simply got more exit speed there. Oh, Cocow drifted a bit too much there, so he got a gear down, which resulted in him going closer to the left hand side wall, which has resulted in a crash and him losing some positions. Eger in first position again though. Good round here for Eger. And there he goes, a 102.09, so that's another 10 points gain for Eger, and he does now as a result overtake Razer and gain even more ground on Massa. Thank you for the raid, Astery. Welcome, Astery, and all Astery's viewers. Much appreciated, man. So, final round here. Let's check out Razer. He's having some severe troubles with this start, it must be said. Does get it at least a bit better this time. Right beside Massa in the battle for first. Oh, you can see as he went off that platform, though, that he did turn a bit too much in there, so he lost some speed. But now we still do have a close round between these players. Razer and Eger going for the inside lines. Doesn't really gain them much, but Eger crashes. So it's not going to be a trio of good rounds here for Eger. Unfortunately, he does fall. And he will have to watch by the waysides to see who will catch up on him. So Cocow and Massa, first and second places here at the moment, but it's going to be close. Let's go up to Massa here. He's got speed, but it's not going to be enough on the downhill. And there we go. So Cocow takes first place. Good job there by him. A 1:19, followed by Massa in second. Razer in third. Eger doesn't finish at all, so really, really tough luck there for Eger. And he does now lose all of the advantage he gained back, and he's now behind Razer again by 3 points. Now, of course, Massa is 11 points behind, and Razer behind Cocow is 19 points behind. So not insurmountable gaps, especially in finalist mode, and especially with Blaze being a final map. So definitely the story is not yet fully told, but perhaps we'll be able to read into it a bit more now on Ecstasis by W1R. This will be the final of our trifecta of Gaming Winterfest maps in this cycle for this match. Thank you very much for the follow, Criffix, as well. Much appreciated, man. And again, I hope you're enjoying. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name right, but there's been a few people in Trackmania. I know I'm saying the name wrong, but I don't really care. He doesn't mind, so I'm sure it's fine. So this map flows a bit easier, I must say. There's not as much points to catch you out. A few tight sections here and there, but mostly the finish jump can cause people a few problems. 104.24 by Massa though. Good job by him. You in it? Ignore. Right, so there we go. Map number 4 here. And let's see if the points will be changed significantly, or the positions rather will be changed by the end of this map. We see here that Massa and Razer taking an early lead. So let's go backwards and we'll check out Eger. Tight pack going through here. Eger goes more inside here, tries to kill the drift as he's going round the inside line, but Razer just killed his speed by attempting to kill the wall. Unsuccessful, I'm afraid, and he does drop further back, so more points being lost by Razer. Massa though in the lead. Showed good pace in the warm-up, but will that translate to match performance? It's looking like it so far. Cocow the only one close enough to challenge him here going through the end. He's 1200s behind. Massa dives in a bit earlier there. Oh, Cocow. Bad line there for him, and he does crash on the left hand side, sliding him all the way down to last position. It looks like Massa's going to take the win here. Close to the end though there. Massa going for the tight line. Not intentionally, I'm sure. He does get it with a 104.3, so good job there by him. But now Cocow goes straight, well, it doesn't go straight down, but his gap is destroyed there by Massa in the space of 1 round. Goes from 11 to 1. Razer only 14 points behind, Eger only 15 points behind. So round number 2 on this map. 1 point between first and second, 1 point between third and fourth. So let's see if that changes at all. We'll focus on the battle for first, which has Cocow and Massa conveniently right beside each other. You see here Eger is holding the lead though. He wants to get part of this conversation for the battle for first in points. And this is certainly the way to do it, but he's letting Massa get ahead of him. Massa's going for it again this round. I think it's a good amount of speed there, but Eger more with the outside line. Slightly different trajectories for the players. Eger gets much more exit speed, but he has to start his drift early. Who's going to come out of this on top? Massa had to adjust slightly. Eger's going for the risk a bit. He had to drift a little bit there, so will he make the jump? Oh, he just does for 104.3. Good race by all the players involved there. 104.3, 104.4, 0.6 and 0.7 with Eger, Massa, Cocow and Razer taking the positions respectively. So we do have a bit of a shake up there. We have Razer now down to 4th position on 74, Eger on 3rd on 80, only 10 points behind Cocow now who's on 90, and 11 points behind Massa who's on 91. Very close match here, must be said. Even Razer isn't fully out of it yet, so let's have a look at him. See if he can make any recovery on this map. Let's go for a really inside drift there. Doesn't give himself a lot of room for adjustment is a problem with taking such a line. So we see here the battle for 1st and 2nd place in points is being contested by the 1st and 2nd positions in the track. Razer catching up though. He had a much better turn there than Cocow. Cocow got too much airtime there though, so he lost speed. He's got a bit more here than Razer. It's all going to be the final turn. Razer had to risk it there for the position. He just went slightly too wide. Sacrifices a possible 2nd or 3rd place and has to settle for last. So very unlucky there for Razer. Massa does take home another 10 points though, and now he's 4 ahead of Cocow. Eger didn't get the positions he was looking for there, so he had to settle for 3rd. But let's again follow along with Razer and see what he can do here. He can't afford to let a big gap extend between him and Eger. He's 20 points behind Cocow, so he'll need to start his comeback here. Good start to this map though, so this round, but he went too wide there. He didn't get a smooth landing. Eger crashes though, so at least he'll gain on Eger as long as he finishes the round in his position. Massa, big crash there though. He might even flipped going through there. He's very far behind. He's still driving though, I think. Is he? Yeah, yes. So Razer now up in 2nd place, so this will be good points gained for him and to 1st place and as well to his opponent Eger. It will be even better if he manages to overtake Cocow here, but he might have learned his lesson from risking a bit too much in the end. Looks like he has. Cocow, has he got the speed? He does. So 104.5 for Cocow, securing the 1st place and instantly recovered from Massa's lead. Massa doesn't finish at all though, so Cocow actually gets a 6-point lead now. Bad news for Massa. And now, here we go. We're going on to Blaze by Santana. Of course, an almost notorious map here. Infamous map. Where we've seen so many good positions here claimed by the end of this map. We've seen specifically of players in this map. So in this match, we have seen Cocow struggling a lot on it. We've seen Razer struggling a lot. And I've not seen either of the other 2 players try it, so we've kind of got a bit of a recipe for disaster, it must be said, on this map. You see how the players do at least the rest of it. So it can be quite a tricky track. There's a few sections in it, like here you can get a bit of airtime, which results in yourself not being able to do the kind of get yourself down the hill in the right angle. Of course, going through there you can have a little bump going in the left hand side there, or you can just simply crash at the right as well. And a really tight pole section through here, to kind of go through the right hand side of the poles if you want most speed. And let's have Massa show us the end. So Mr. I can't make the hard finish makes a hard finish. First time. So Razer struggles with it. Eger managed to get it no problem though. A 59.2 for Massa. If he can keep that up, he'll be laughing all the way to finalist mode, and potentially an easy first place for him, as we've seen Cocow have a lot of struggles here, and Eger's quite far behind. So, round number 1. So let's see who Blaze strikes first. Looks like Razor's its first victim early on, with having some trouble going through the first section. So you're going into the first kind of difficult part. You've got a right-hander here going into the long kind of uphill sweeping left, and then players will want to keep as much speed going through here as possible while keeping the wheels on the ground. See, Eger is already claimed by the tight part. Cocow not with a lot of speed though, so Razer will be able to catch up, and you can see he is doing so. He's already right next to him. So now the battle for second place is on, and Massa is looking to be taking first though, but anything can change in this ending, as Razer is showing us with a crash. Massa fails the ending as well. Oh, Razer just got the risky finish there, but he just finishes behind Cocow. Massa takes third place, sorry, and Eger takes fourth. So Cocow putting himself in prime position to go on to finalist mode. All he needs to do is finish the remaining rounds and keep Massa at bay. So there we go. So round number 1 in the books. We've already seen quite a lot of problems from the players in this map. No one really got a clean run going through there. You see here Razor's kind of another blotch on his record here, and another kind of bad run there. But he's certainly not too far behind to the point where he can't recover in points at least. You see here the battle for finalist mode. Of course, Cocow can get finalist mode no matter where he finishes, as long as he finishes. But you want to be denying his opponents as much of an opportunity to come back to him as possible. As you can see, of course, Massa's very close. Now, Eger drops down there slightly. He did touch there, not too bad of a mistake, but now we come to the risky ending. Massa and Cocow get through the tight pole section, but will they get through the ending? No problem. Massa does. Cocow does, but he gets overtaken by Eger at the end. Whereas Razer, he flips into the finish in style and at least nets himself a 3 point, but he does lose ground on Eger. He's now 6 points behind. Now Cocow is in finalist mode. So if Cocow wins this round, that means he will secure first place in the match. As you can see, no other player is in finalist mode. They need to reach 120 points first of all. Bad line there from Cocow though, cost himself a lot of speed there, but Razer having a lot of trouble in this map as he's crashed early on again. But now Eger's the one taking the lead here. Massa needs to finish third or higher to get finalist, which should be within his reach now that Razor's made a big mistake. You see here Eger's still holding the lead throughout here. The thing to really be denying Massa though at this time is a gap between Eger and Massa and momentum, I suppose. But nevertheless, he's still very close here. Let's go straight to this battle. Going through the final section here. Will Massa get the ending? No problem. Eger goes for the safe finish. Eger fails it. He'll need to get himself back on track, but Massa actually failed the end, which resulted in him securing his win. So Cocow secures his win, takes home first place, and now Massa does secure his finalist mode due to failing the end, unfortunately for him. He wasn't able to deny Cocow the first place. I'm sure Cocow will be grateful for that mistake. But now the important part here is the battle for third place. So if Massa closes it off right here and now, then it will simply be whoever is third in points. So at this time it would be Eger who would take the third position in the match overall, despite neither of them being finalists. But Eger is on the hunt here. He wants to be prolonging this match. He wants to be getting himself into the question for second place here. But Massa is doing very well in this round so far. Going very close to the left hand side. There was Massa. Razer unfortunately gets a bump going over that, and he has not retired. He's still moving. But Eger gets a full stop going through those poles, so Massa can afford to fully safe the end. And he does get through there eventually, so Massa finishes us off on this map with the second position with a 100.45. Eger does eventually get third with a 110 points. Razer gets last on 104 points. So GG's to the players again. Cocow first, Massa second, Eger third, and Razer fourth. So GG to them.